Hello everyone, welcome to RCD ShareNet. I'm Ella Huang. Today we continue the Q2 theme of Parenthood and Disability. After broadcasting a number of videos on this topic, today I'm going to bring to you a very special story and introduce to you a special person. Often when parents age, the responsibility of caring for a child with disabilities would fall upon the siblings. When it comes to parenthood, it may also refer to someone who assumed the state of being a parent in the position and function. This is exactly the case with William. William is in his semi-retirement now, and all the children are grown-ups. His youngest brother, Tony, is in his early 60s, and he has developmental disabilities. Nearly a decade ago, William decided to move to BC from New Brunswick because his parents were aging. He wanted to be by their side and share the responsibility of supporting his youngest brother, Tony. It started a new experience for William, supporting a family member with disabilities and caring for his well-being like a guardian. William immigrated to Canada in his teens, and Tony was a toddler then. They are brothers who did not grow up together or share a lot of lived experience with each other. When William moved to BC, he was still working full-time, and he defined the so-called parenthood experience tough because he did not have much time to understand Tony's needs, such as his daily schedules, his hobbies, his preferences. Secondly, Tony is not a good communicator and also an adult with a mind of his own. William found himself worried about whereabouts Tony was all the time, what he was doing, and who his friends were. In the beginning, William treated Tony as a child, but very quickly he learned that it was important to treat him as an adult. This brings us to talk about the relationship between these two brothers. William described their relationship as interesting. Tony does listen to his brother, and they get along fine. But William is not a parent who tends to spoil him, and Tony knows that. His parents would always give way to what Tony wanted, but he knows that William would not do that. With this awareness, Tony in fact becomes less stubborn. William said he needs to be firm with Tony, yet treats him with a kind glove. He pays a lot of attention to Tony's diet and limits his salt intake, junk foods, and pops. He himself will be the role model for Tony. Now, William is semi-retired, so he has more time to spend with Tony. He supports Tony to join community activities, get outside, and meet with people. He knows that the only way to encourage Tony to do so is to get his interest, but not forcing him to join anything. William agrees that his function with Tony is similar to parenthood in the way of supporting Tony together with all the members of his family. He enjoys his role and takes this new parenthood seriously. He also believes that mutual respect between them is the most crucial element for their relationship, and he is happy that he did not shy away from this opportunity to be part of Tony, his brother's life. Okay, now it brings us to the second part of our video. We are delighted to have William here in person with us in our studio. Hello, William, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. And you?
Good, good. Thank you for coming today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah, that is our pleasure. And
Yeah.
then, so we just shared the story of you and Tony. This is quite an impressive endeavor you have undertaken.
Well, yeah, I'll try to.
Yeah, I think this. A lot of people may think that parenthood always refers to parents, right?
Yeah.
That is true. However, sometimes we have family members like yourself, assuming the role of the function of a parent.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a few questions to ask you for you to share your story with us and your lived experience.
Sure.
Okay, so the first one we want to know is, what was the first thought you had when you know that you're going to support your brother Tony?
Well, I was so happy, okay, and can't wait to get here. At the same time, and I kind of nervous because I never did live with my brother. I don't know what to expect when I get into BC.
Okay,
Yeah.
because you two didn't grow up together exactly, right?
Not very much, only a few years.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
But since all the time in Canada, you did see each other often, but may not have lived together then.
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that is a lot of things to anticipate.
Yeah.
Okay, so now after you arrived in BC, and then knowing some of the tasks or the duties or the roles that you are in
Yeah.
Tony's life, do you need or did you need to make any adjustment in your
Well,
life?
Basically taking care of Tony just like having another teenager, okay? And you got to be available in 24-hour day, 7 days a week to be there when he need me.
Yes.
And basically those are more difficult because I was working and try to be arrange the time in between and little bit rough. But
Okay.
beside that, everything is good.
Then it's like a father a second time, right?
Yeah.
And then I know that you have grown up children.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, that is quite interesting. But I think maybe the timing was okay as well because, it takes time for both of you to ease into each other, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, but that is very interesting. And then, in the what you told me earlier, some of the challenges you faced because you didn't have much time for Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now you're semi-retired.
Yeah, so more time I can, able to take care more of him and to do things together.
That's
Yeah,
right, and
yeah.
that's why we see you more
Yeah.
often.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you drop Tony off at our center for activities,
Yeah.
then we can see you as well.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. So now after trying out, supporting Tony and then arranging for his schedules, doing different things. So what is the biggest challenge you experience?
Wow, the biggest challenge is Tony is a middle-aged man and also he have his own mind. So and sometimes he's stubborn too.
Yes, we
So-
all know that.
And so I got to be a lot of patient. Okay, patient and to explain the stuff to him, or guiding him to do things the way he should be doing, and then take a challenge.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I understand, because I also I know your parents and how they interact with Tony, Tony is pretty much spoiled.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So did you find it challenging, but you told me he listens to you.
Yeah, he listened to me because I'm kind of firm. I was that way should be and that way should be.
Yes.
And I don't give up on things that he wants to because sometimes my mom will giving up. Say, okay, yeah, let's have it. But I won't do that because,
Yes.
I won't spoil him.
And he learns that pretty quickly.
Yes.
But Tony is actually very smart in knowing all this,
Yeah.
where he can pushes the envelopes a bit. Yes. And now, after living with Tony for some time now,
Yeah.
right? So, and what do you feel is the biggest achievement?
Well, the biggest achievement is, well, first of all, I did see my parents and so happy and relieved because he knows someone will take care of Tony. And also I did provide really, warm, loving care, environment, home for Tony to live in.
Yes.
But at this moment, I want to take a moment to thank you, RCD, and CLBC and my family to support me, because otherwise I wouldn't able to do this as well. Yeah.
Yes, it takes some collective effort, to kind of make Tony's life more meaningful.
Yeah.
And I think you have done an excellent job, bringing Tony to different activities and engage him in different things and meet different people. That is wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, so the last question we have here is we ask this to all the parents, for parents, they always think about their children, like you, for Tony. We really want to know more about how you feel, yourself as, in being a parent or being a support person to a family member with disabilities. What sort of things really make your day?
Well, make a day is I can see Tony is happy and comfortable and enjoy his life. And that's the most main thing I'd like to see him have.
Yes.
And that's will make me happy.
Well, that is for Tony. How about really for yourself?
Well, with Tony happy, I'm happy too.
Okay, yes. We've got that from a lot of parents, parents are selfless, right? They think of their children so much. And it's the same for siblings, brothers like William.
Yeah.
And if one last word you want to say, the biggest change that Tony has come into your life, what is the biggest change, in your life now?
Well, Tony is more independent now, and he's not lean on my parents as much, and anybody else too. So he's doing very well by himself.
Yes.
Except certain things you still have to take care of him.
Yeah, of course.
But besides that, he's doing, I think, is a much improving himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've seen that you pay a lot of attention to the health issues of Tony, right? There's
Yes.
sometimes that is some areas they need more support than others.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes. That's wonderful. Thank you, William, for joining us today. It's really a pleasure.
Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, thank you. And that is all for today. I hope you will join us again for the next episode of ShareNet. And please, comment, share, and like our video. Have a good day.